Here we have an article from Breitbart, but it's referencing another article, an op-ed in the New York Times, written by somebody named Catherine Stott. This article from Breitbart is written by Joel Pollack, where he talks about the insanity that was in the New York Times. Essentially, the headline gives it away. New York Times blames evangelical Christians for the yellow fever. The New York Times essentially attacked most of America. They actually had the nerve to call the evangelical Christians like Christian nationalists or something along those lines. It's just a way to disparage half the nation essentially. What they really wanted to say was white nationalists. That's what the New York Times opinion piece was really about. We'll get to that in 1 second. So Stewart also claims the Republicans more than the Democrats are likely to deny science. You see this a lot from the left. They they like if the people on the right, conservatives in particular, they believe in a God based system. The people on the left, the liberals, they tend to worship, but they worship environmentalism. They tend to worship diversity. They tend to worship open borders, and these things are ever evolving. They have what I've seen. They have no opinions to themselves beyond what is currently trendy. Like there's this theory. I've heard this from certain people on the right. Their belief system is the environment is there for humans to use. That's what it's there for, and it's a good idea. I believe in that simply because without the environment, you using the environment, you have nothing. You don't have technology. You don't have boats. You don't even have human existence in reality. What humans do to the environment to help us survive in modern life. And these people on the left, they don't understand when they're using the computers came from the environment. Human beings use the environment to create everything, but what they really want is everybody else to sacrifice, just not them. That's essentially it. So again, it's the New York Times op-ed. We'll get it in 1 second. But essentially, she's blaming the Christians for the yellow fever. Mind-boggling. These people who can believe in 96 genders think people on the right are anti-science. Absolutely not. So this is the article by Catherine Stewart, and she's famous for being an author. The power of worshippers inside the dangerous rise of white nationalism. These people are so nuts on the left, right? They they're loonies. They think anybody who disagrees with them automatically is a white nationalist. They don't understand Donald Trump has many black voters. You see in many polls where it looks like 10 to even 20% of black voters may turn towards Donald Trump in the next election. We'll have to see. As you know, black voters are usually notoriously Democratic voters. It hasn't always been that way. It's about trends and societal trends. Same thing with female voting. Female voting throughout, say, the past 60 years, it swung wide left. I think mainly due to feelings over facts, but that's a different story. But anyway, this is the article here. She blames people denying science when Donald Trump has done nothing but been advised by science advisors. I mean, this is just an insane, insane overreach, and it's actually a well written article, but it's that one sided view of everything, which technically an op ed is kind of a is kind of supposed to be that an opinion piece, but it's the usual stuff. I don't see the opposite side on the New York Times. They never do it. You again, it seems that a lot of what's going on in the news media, it seems like it's been infiltrated literally by the communists. I love communist tactics. Like the famous one is accuse others of what you do. That's some of the most famous ones. And usually when it comes to like Marxist communist stuff, it's also try to interject race in there, try to interject minority groups, try to conflate success and failures with sex and race and privilege. So a lot of the tactics you see being pushed by these people at the New York Times, it's basically communist tactics. I'm not sure if they realize it or not, but it is. It's essential communist tactics. You learn these things. Maybe they don't teach it anymore. I have no idea. But these are famous things that everybody knows. It's like if you have a modicum of an IQ, you understand surface level things about communists and Marxists and socialists. Anyway, that's it. It's just an insane article where she wants to blame Orange Man for everything because Orange Man is bad apparently. His supporters are white nationalists, and the left is completely unhinged and insane. And that's it. Stay tuned. I'll have another story up. Please subscribe and share. All right, take care, guys. Bye.